Schönen guten Abend, meine Damen und Herren. Wie immer probieren wir den Ton aus und werden uns gleich mit unserer Show bei Ihnen melden. Dankeschön. Bonsoir, Madame et Messieurs. Au Kultur-Stream.live dans le Kulturratskeller Hildesheim, aujourd'hui, le groupe dramatique anglais, avec modération d'Elia Nitschke.
Bonsoir, liebe Zuschauer. Sie haben bemerkt, die English Drama Group ist heute hier zu Gast, live im Kulturstream. Wir sind in Europa, das heißt, Grenzen und auch Sprachen vermischen sich, warum auch nicht. Schön, Sie wiederzusehen, schön wieder hier zu sein. Danke für alle Genesungswünsche, die mich erreicht haben. Ich freue mich, wieder hier sein zu dürfen und ich freue mich ganz besonders heute, so tolle Gäste hier zu haben, die auch mal wieder eine völlig neue Richtung in diesen Kulturstream bringen, die wir hier in der Form so auch noch nicht hatten. Heute ist nämlich die English Drama Group zu Gast. Ich stelle einmal vor, ich fange jetzt einfach mal mit der Dame in der Mitte an. Hallo, liebe Isabel, schön, dass du da bist. Dann gehe ich einfach mal ganz entspannt nach links. Hallo Frank, schön auch, dass du da bist. Hallo. Und Alexander, auch schön, dass du dieses Triumvirat vollständig machst. Ihr seid heute hier als Vertreter einer viel größeren Gruppe, die noch draußen und im Hintergrund wartet und darauf wartet, etwas zeigen zu können. Wer mag denn erstmal erklären, was die English Drama Group überhaupt ist?
Ja gut, ich fange mal an. Die English Drama Group ist vielleicht, soweit wir wissen, die älteste unabhängige Theatergruppe in der Region. Also, ich kann meine Hand dafür nicht ins Feuer legen, aber uns gibt es zumindest seit 36 Jahren. Ist ein Uni-Projekt, also wir sind tatsächlich ein offizieller Universitätskurs. Es gibt sogar einen Credit Point dafür, wenn man teilnehmen möchte. Wobei ich hoffe, dass niemand wegen des Credit Points mitmacht, sondern wirklich, weil man Lust hat auf englisches Theater.
Schön. Meine Frage wäre jetzt, wenn ich euer Stück sehe und ich finde das total toll, bin aber weder Student noch an der Uni Hildesheim und überhaupt an gar keiner Uni schon lange mehr, könnte ich denn trotzdem mitmachen, auch ohne Credit Points?
Ja.
Ja. Ja. Das heißt, du sagst so enthusiastisch ja, weil?
Naja, ich bin ja auch keine Uni-Studentin. Ich bin HWK-Studentin, aber selbst wenn ich keine Studentin gewesen wäre, hätte ich trotzdem mitmachen können.
Sehr schön.
Ja. Es ist eine offene Gruppe, da kann theoretisch jeder mitmachen, der Lust hat. Sonst wäre ich auch nicht dabei.
Okay, sehr schön. Mich würde interessieren, was für Stücke zeigt ihr und wie trefft ihr da die Auswahl? Ich kann mich erinnern, letztes Jahr hat Alexander mich dazu gebracht, euch zuzuschauen. Ich habe gerade bei Facebook geguckt, es ist tatsächlich genau ein Jahr her, dass ich die Aufführung gesehen habe. Wie wählt ihr die Stücke aus? Wer trifft da die Entscheidung? Wie kommt es dazu? Wie entwickelt sich das? Erzählt doch mal.
Du warst die, die so laut gelacht hat, ne?
Wie bitte?
Du warst die, die so laut gelacht hat, bei dem ernsthaften Stück.
Es gab aber auch Witze.
Ja,
also,
klar. Es gibt zwischendurch. Es ist halt, man muss halt immer auch so ein bisschen gucken, was für eine Gruppe hat man. Es mixt sich halt immer jedes Mal neu. Also wir fangen im Wintersemester an, wir führen im Sommer auf und dann geht es nächstes Wintersemester mit einer teilweise sehr, teilweise nicht ganz so anderen Besetzung weiter, je nachdem, wer Zeit und Lust hat, weiterzumachen. Die meisten haben Lust, manche haben dann keine Zeit. Aber es kommen halt auch immer wieder neue Studis, Nicht-Studis dabei, Erasmus-Leute, können die alle ganz toll singen oder das Gros davon, danach wäre es eine Verschwendung, kein Musical zu machen. Sind die in der Lage, wirklich ein schwieriges Stück mit dreidimensionalen Charakteren halt wirklich realistisch rüberzubringen, so wie wir das im letzten Jahr versucht haben, dann bietet sich was Ernsthaftes an. Was wir eigentlich vorhatten in diesem Jahr, bevor Corona kam, das war ein Sci-Fi-Comedy-Musical. Vielleicht habt ihr es im nächsten Jahr, mal schauen, wenn die Gruppe entsprechend mitmacht. Und ja, aber wie gesagt, es mischt sich halt immer so ein bisschen neu, die Karten.
Es kommt auch immer ein bisschen drauf an, wie viel Männlein, wie viel Weiblein dabei sind, weil man halt mit dem Stück dann danach gehen muss.
Ein paar Rollen kann man umschreiben, ein bisschen Genderbending ist meistens sowieso der Fall. Ich glaube, 80% Frauenquote an der Uni oder 70%. Irgendwie man muss meistens immer so ein bisschen gucken, wie passt es. Viele Charaktere, da ist das Geschlecht auch egal. Bei so ein paar vielleicht etwas archetypischeren Sachen. Im letzten Jahr gab es so diesen einen extrem lauten, schreienden Typen im Prinzip, dieser Arbeiter-Agro-Typ. Da dachten wir uns, okay, es kommt, glaube ich, einfach realistischer rüber, wenn das ein Mann macht.
Okay, und aus meiner früheren Erfahrung oder so ein ganz bisschen Schauspielerinnerung habe ich auch noch, zu so einem Theaterstück gehört ja viel mehr als nur die Schauspieler. Da gibt es vielleicht noch Requisiten, es gibt vielleicht noch ganz viel, was drumherum geplant werden muss. Ganz, ganz viel. Wie macht ihr das? Wie verteilt ihr das? Wie funktioniert das? Habt ihr da Helfer? Macht ihr das untereinander? Sind das immer die gleichen, die das machen?
Das kann Frank gut beantworten.
Es ist ein bisschen abhängig, was so zu tun ist. Also für manche Sachen braucht man halt technisch begabte Leute, wenn es wirklich um sowas wie Kulissenbau geht. Aber es gibt halt auch solche Sachen wie Kostüme. Erstmal macht sich jeder Gedanken über seinen Charakter, dann guckt er sich um, ob er was findet. Manchmal fährt man auch gemeinsam in einen Second-Hand-Laden und schaut sich da um. Gut, zurzeit ein bisschen schwieriger, aber gerne ist da schon drin. Es müssen Programmhefte entworfen, gelayoutet und gedruckt werden, Poster. Eintrittskarten müssen gedruckt und dann halt auch verkauft werden. Es müssen dafür Verkaufspläne erstellt werden. Plakate, Aufhängpläne für sämtliche Locations der Stadt haben wir, glaube ich, auch. So bestimmte Laufwege, wo immer wieder was aufzuhängen ist. Aber es wird halt auch immer wieder alles in der Gruppe besprochen und es haben sich eigentlich bisher immer Leute gefunden, die gesagt haben, ja, ich kann das machen, ich kann das machen. Das hat eigentlich ganz gut immer funktioniert.
Okay, und letzte Frage noch so zum Thema Organisation. Wenn ich jetzt zum Beispiel sage, ich würde total gerne mitmachen, mein Englisch ist so, ja, geht so. Gäbe es da, sagt ihr dann auch, okay, komm erst mal her, Delia, mach erst mal mit und dann schauen wir, wie das so läuft mit der Sprache und vielleicht, dass ihr auch so ein bisschen jemandem helft? Oder sind die Leute, die bei euch sich tatsächlich anmelden, auch Leute, die alle total ambitioniert, super fließend Englisch sprechen und da gibt es dann überhaupt gar keine Aussprachprobleme?
Ja, komm her, Delia, mach mit, was hast du alles gesagt? Nee, das geht. Also...
Ich bin ja neu, ich kann das ja aus eigener Erfahrung sagen.
Ja, du bist neu und du hast doch bislang noch nicht in Sachen Englisch so viel gemacht, sag ich mal.
Also ich bin auch zum Teil in die Drama Group gekommen, um mein Englisch zu verbessern und ich kann es jetzt nicht so gut und ich habe es eben so erlebt, dass das gar kein Problem ist. Ich versuche es halt und wenn irgendwas falsch ist, korrigiert man mich, aber es ist eben super entspannt.
Also generell, man wird halt gezwungenermaßen besser, weil wir proben auf Englisch, wir reden konstant auf Englisch.
Ach Gott, okay.
Das ziehen wir durch und dann ist es halt manchmal, habe ich auch, dass ich dann teilweise irgendwie versuche, eine Regieanweisung zu geben und dann das eine Wort und dann man hat Hände und Füße und es geht dann irgendwie. Okay. Und wir haben ja auch immer, also sowohl was das Schauspiel betrifft, als auch was die Sprache betrifft, ganz unterschiedliche Leute. Wir hatten auch schon Muttersprachler aus den USA oder aus Schottland. Ja. Halt,
das ist natürlich eine bunte Mischung.
Leute aus Spanien, also ganz querbeet. Also die Voraussetzungen sind immer anders. Da muss man einfach gucken, dass man alle mit reinnimmt und halt jetzt nicht sagt, du sprichst nicht so gut Englisch oder man hängt halt gemeinsam drin.
Ja, schön. Das klingt auf jeden Fall richtig spannend. Wenn man jetzt, also ich jetzt in dem Fall nicht, weil mein Englisch wirklich hundsmiserabel ist, aber wenn jetzt jemand draußen zuhört und sagt, boah, English Drama Group, da würde ich ja gerne mal reinschnuppern, wenn das Ganze sich so ein bisschen entspannt hat, situationstechnisch. Wie kann man mit euch in Kontakt treten? Wie kann man sagen, den spreche ich an, damit ich da mal gucken kann?
Wir sind bei Facebook, einfach English Drama Group Hildesheim suchen, aber wir sind ein Unikurs, der halt auch allen Leuten offen steht. Das ist immer der erste Donnerstag in der Vorlesungszeit und dann sind wir um 18 Uhr im Audimax. Einfach vorbeikommen. Also ich glaube, jetzt fängt es einen Monat später an, das Wintersemester. Wir hoffen, dass wir regulär weitermachen können. Wie gesagt, wir hatten eigentlich auch ein anderes Stück geplant. Wir hoffen, dass es vielleicht dann im nächsten Jahr damit klappt. Ja. Einfach vorbeikommen oder uns vorher anschreiben. Wir reagieren auch immer relativ schnell. Aber ausprobieren und wer vielleicht noch einen anderen Blick reinwerfen möchte, wir haben einen YouTube-Kanal sogar, wo wir ein paar von unseren Stücken hochgeladen haben. Also wer es mal in Bewegung sehen möchte, also macht ihr ja gerade.
Ja, wer es mal aus der Konserve braucht, der kann halt bei YouTube gucken.
Okay, Stichwort Bewegung. Ich finde, ihr sitzt ja auch schon viel zu lange. Ihr werdet euch ja heute auch noch ein bisschen für uns bewegen, richtig? Was habt ihr denn mitgebracht?
Also erstmal ist es, ich will euch nicht das Wort abschneiden, aber erstmal finde ich es großartig,
Komma,
dass wir das hier machen können, dass es das gibt.
Das machst du doch sowieso, egal was wir wollen.
Ja.
Ist das schon die erste Szene?
Also
Wir sprechen durch.
spontan ist noch.
Stimmt.
Das ist, wir sind heilfroh, dass Isabel dann doch recht schnell eingefallen ist, als es hieß, okay, wir können nicht ins Audimax, wir können nicht aufhören. Hey, wir können aber zum Kulturstream. Gott sei Dank, dass es das gibt und haben eine Live-Performance jetzt doch, wo wir da nicht mit gerechnet haben. Und was wir machen, ihr seid ja Leute, die tatsächlich sowohl sitzen als auch rumlaufen.
Ja.
Und
Ja.
es wird sogar gesungen, wenn ich richtig gelaufen habe.
Spoilers!
Oh, bitte. Teasen, nicht spoilern.
Ja, also es ist eine Sketch-Sammlung von dem Autoren Michael Frayn, wenn ich mich nicht irre. Meistens sind es skurrile Situationen, die dargestellt werden. Also der Humor kommt aus der Situation und der Skurrilität an sich nicht, weil es per se witzig ist, aber man sieht es dann, wie es gemeint ist.
Okay, ich bin super gespannt. Ich hoffe, ihr könnt euch gut auf diese Situation einlassen. Ihr seid ja normalerweise auch eine andere Publikumssituation gewohnt. Ich wünsche euch ganz, ganz viel Spaß beim Performen. Good luck, have fun. Mehr rede ich nicht, sonst verhaspel ich mich. Ich würde sagen, liebe Zuschauer, viel Spaß, viel Vergnügen mit der English Drama Group.
Vielen Dank.
Thank you.
Nada.
Tschüss. Ja, aber der Regner ist unten. Was macht der Techniker?
Hi, it's me. I've been trying and trying to phone you. I was getting worried.
Why? What's happened?
Nothing's happened, but it kept saying engaged.
Yes, because I was trying to phone you.
You were trying to phone me? Why? What's happened?
Nothing's happened. I was trying to phone you, that's all.
To tell me that nothing's happened?
No, to find out why you were trying to phone me. I was getting worried. I thought something might be the matter.
I was just worried that there might be something wrong with your phone.
That's what you were phoning me for? Because you were worried there might be something wrong with my phone?
Yes, because if there was something wrong with your phone and something had happened, then I shouldn't have known and I should have been worried.
You'd have been worried if something had happened and you hadn't known?
Of course I should have been.
How could you have been worried if something had happened and you hadn't known?
Because I wouldn't have known I hadn't known.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Anyway, nothing had happened.
No, as it happens. Well, as long as you're all right.
Fine.
So, where are you?
Oh no.
What? What's happened?
Nothing's happened. It's just that we seem to be turning into one of those couples who keep phoning each other saying, "Where are you? I'm in Tesco's. Where are you?"
You're in Tesco's?
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is
You're not in Tesco's.
that I don't want to start saying I'm in Tesco's.
So, are you in Tesco's or aren't you?
I am in Tesco's, as it happens. Why? Where are you?
In Tesco's!
You're in Tesco's?
Just by the cheeses. Oh, I can see you. Over by the jam. I'm looking straight at you. I'm waving. Can you see me?
Of course I can see you.
I'm walking towards you, but not too close, you know.
I know.
I'm almost there. I'm right in front of you. I'll say bye-bye then. Speak to you soon.
Guck einfach nur. Is that you?
No,
What?
not me. Someone else.
The man came about the thing while you were out.
The man came about the thing. What man? What thing?
He says it's not the little thing round the back. It's something inside.
Something inside. Ah,
He says they'll have to take it away and, I don't know, but something. They'll have to do something, sort of look at it and, I don't know, apparently it's all kind of, but anyway, it's not the right sort. He explained it all. I couldn't quite understand. But he said it'll cost about £80. I said I'd have to ask you. What do you think?
what do I think?
I mean, it's your thing. You'll have to decide. I don't know what to tell him. Did you get the things I asked you to get at the, what's it called, shop? He's gonna ring tomorrow, and of course, you won't be here, and I'll have to tell him something.
Right.
So what should I tell him?
Who?
The man.
Oh, the man. Well, tell him the truth.
Tell him the truth.
Of course. You should always tell people the truth.
What are you talking about?
I have not the slightest idea. I have not the slightest idea what either of us is talking about.
I said I'm counting up to 10. What do you want me to do?
What I want you to do is to start all over again. I come through the door. You say, "Is that you?" I say, "No." You say, "What?" I say, "Not me, someone else." And at that point, instead of pouring your heart out to some complete stranger, you come into the room to investigate. You discover that I've been lying. It is me. So you place yourself opposite me in a good light where I can see the movements of your mouth and follow the workings of your brain. And you sit down at the table. You sit down at the table. You look at me in a way that tells me that something of importance is about to be said. You wait till I sit down at the table as well. You pause a little for effect. Then you say, loudly and clearly,
The man came about
the
the
man came about the thing. Good. Good. Now we're getting somewhere. I look interested. I raise my eyebrows. I nod. And I say, what man came about what thing?
What do you mean? You know what, man? You know what thing?
Curiously, no.
Yes, you do. The thing
Oh,
on
no,
the...
you mean the thing
Yes, the thing on the...
on the... He said what?
He said it's not the little thing round the back.
Of course it's the little thing
He
around the
said
back.
it's something inside.
Something inside? What's something inside?
I don't know.
You didn't ask him. He said it's something inside, and you didn't ask him what's something inside.
You ask him.
How can I ask him? He's not here.
No, he's never here when you're here. You're never here when he's here.
He's never here when I'm here, and I'm never here when he's here for a very simple reason.
I'm always left to run messages back and forth between the two of you.
Because he waits in the street out there until he sees me get out of the door.
It's got nothing to do with me. I don't know anything about
He
it.
waits for me to be out of the house because he knows that I understand what he says.
It's your thing.
He knows that when he tells me that it's something inside, I will ask him what thing inside. And he knows that if he tells you that it's the thing inside, you will not have the faintest idea what he is talking about, and you will believe it.
I'm just telling you what he said.
And you will repeat it to me.
And you'll fly into one of your rages. But not with him, with me.
And we will have another row about it.
It's always the same.
And maybe, he thinks, maybe this time it will be a row of such epic, such terminal violence that I will walk out of the house and so not be here to ring him up and tell him that in my humble opinion, it is not the thing inside.
You never ring him up. He rings me.
And you will let him do the thing inside.
Last time it was the thing underneath.
And maybe, he thinks, I will not even be here when he brings it back.
You're never here when he brings it back.
And it still doesn't work.
I'll be the one who has to tell him.
So perhaps this time, I will not make him take it away again.
You're never the one who has to make him take it
And
away
perhaps
again.
he thinks as he hides out there waiting for me to leave the house, perhaps this time, for once, he will not have to do what he has had to do on all 999 previous occasions.
I'm the one who has to tell him everything.
Which is what I told you to tell him to do in the first place. The little thing around the back.
What's this you've bought?
That? What you told me to buy.
I told you not to buy that sort.
They hadn't got the other sort.
Of course they've got the other sort.
They said they haven't got the other sort.
You always say they say that.
Of course, that's what they always say.
Because you always go to the place inside. You never go to the little place round the back. My God.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to have an argument, please.
Certainly, sir. Have you been here before?
No, it's my first time.
I see. Well, do you want to have the full argument, or were you thinking of taking a course?
What would be the cost?
Well, it's £1 for a 5-minute argument, but only £8 for a course of 10.
Well, I think it's probably best if I start with the 1 and see how it goes from there, okay?
Fine. I'll see who's free at the moment. Mr. DeBakey's free, but he's a little bit conciliatory. Ah, yes, yes. Try Mrs. Barnard, room 12.
Thank you.
What do you want?
Well, I was told outside that I
Oh,
could...
don't give me that, you snotty-faced heap of parrot droppings.
What?
Shut your festering gob, you tit. Your type really makes me puke. You vacuous, toffee-nosed, malodorous pervert.
Look, I came in here for an argument.
Oh, I'm sorry, this is abuse.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah, you want room 12A, that's just next door.
I see. Sorry.
Not at all.
Stupid git.
Come in.
Is this the right room for an argument?
I've told you once.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
When?
Just now.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Didn't.
I did.
Didn't.
I'm telling you I did.
You did not.
I'm sorry, is this a 5-minute argument or a full half hour?
Just a 5-minute one.
Fine. Thank you. Anyway, I did.
You most certainly did not.
Now let's get one thing quite clear. I most definitely told you.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
Didn't.
Yes, I did.
Didn't.
Yes, I did.
Look, this is an argument.
Yes, I did.
No, it isn't. This is contradiction.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It is. You just contradicted me.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did.
No.
You did, just then.
Ah, nonsense.
Look, this is futile.
No, it isn't.
Yes, I came here for a good argument.
No, you didn't. You came here for an argument.
Well, an argument's not the same as contradiction.
It can be.
No, it can't. An argument is a connected series of statements intended to establish a definite proposition.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. It is just contradiction.
Yes, it is.
Look, but it isn't just saying no, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. An argument is an intellectual process. Contradiction is just the automatic gainsaying of anything the other person says.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
No, look, really.
Thank you. Good morning.
What?
That's it. Good morning.
But I was just getting interested.
I'm sorry the 5 minutes is up.
There was never 5 minutes just now.
I'm afraid it was.
No, it wasn't.
I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to argue anymore.
What?
Look, if you want me to go on arguing, you have to pay for another 5 minutes.
But there was never 5 minutes just now. Oh, come on.
I'm very sorry, but I told you I'm not allowed to argue unless you've paid.
That's ridiculous. Right. There you are.
Thank you.
Well?
Well, what?
That was never 5 minutes just now?
I told you I'm not allowed to argue unless you've paid.
I've just paid!
No, you didn't.
I did!
No, you did not.
Look, I don't want to argue about that.
Well, I'm very sorry, but you didn't pay.
Aha! Well, if I didn't pay, why are you arguing? Gotcha!
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have. If you're arguing, I must have paid.
Not necessarily. I could be arguing in my spare time.
This is ridiculous. I'm having enough of this.
No, you haven't.
Oh, shut up!
What do we want?
Just a pot of tea, don't you think, darling? And perhaps some toast?
When do we want it?
As soon as you can catch the waitress's eye. You must be dying for a cup after your great demo thing, huh?
What do we want?
I said tea, yes? And a few slices of toast, if you're happy with that?
When do we want it?
Didn't you hear what I said?
What do we want?
Darling, these demos of yours, you don't think you're perhaps overdoing it a bit?
When do we want it?
Because I think they might be beginning to affect your short-term memory.
What do we want?
Tea and toast, yes? All right, agreed? Have we got that straight? And if we have, then perhaps also to move the conversation a little.
When do we want it?
Before I scream!
What do we want?
What I should rather like, darling, even if you're going to say the same thing 12 times over, is a ban on shouting it. Everyone's staring.
Down with the ban!
Down with it? Oh, good. Wonderful. A new departure. Well done. I think, on mature consideration, what I would argue in reply is up with the ban.
Down with the up!
Oh, a real conversation. This is very exciting. So, up with the down.
We won't be gagged!
Out with the shout.
In with the out!
In with the out. Yeah, in with the out.
Out with the out!
Stop the rot. Strain the brain. Fight for longer and more grammatically complicated slogans containing words of more than one syllable, including qualifiers if necessary, and dependent clauses where they help to make the meaning clearer.
Hands off our slogans, save the monosyllable, no to the dependent clause. Kill the qualifier, back alliteration, stand up for iteration.
No to alliteration, no to reiteration. So, where's the waitress? Where's the waitress?
Waitress, waitress.
We want waitress.
Why no waitress?
Waitress now.
Here's the waitress.
Here's the waitress.
Hello, waitress.
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 Up with the order, Pat.
Down with the order.
What did we want? I can't remember.
Tons and tons of toasted buns.
Bin the buns. Too late for buns. Just lots and lots of strong brown tea.
Oh, not for me. To hell with tea. Just bring the gin.
The gin.
The gin.
The gin.
We should have gone left.
What?
At the last fork. We went right, and we should have gone left.
So why didn't you say? We've driven past it now.
Sorry, I've only just realized. Stop. Turn around, here. Look, through the forecourt of this petrol station.
This is what we did last year. It's all coming back to me.
Exactly. We should have gone left last year, only we didn't. We went right. And it was wrong.
No, actually, now I remember. We didn't go right last year. We went left. And it was wrong, and we had to turn around and go back and go right.
No. Last year we should have gone left, only we didn't. We went right. And now we've done it again.
Yes, and I know why I turned right. Because it's right. It's actually very easy to remember. Right's right.
No. What we agreed to remember last year was that right's wrong.
Right's wrong? That's a rather striking proposition. I think I'd remember if we'd said right's wrong.
Exactly. You would remember. We'd both remember. That's why we kept saying it. Right's wrong. And we turned round at the same petrol station.
At the same petrol station, yes. Only that wasn't last year, it was the year before last. We went right and we turned round at this petrol station because you said we should have gone left. So we went back and went left. And of course it was wrong. So we had to turn round yet again and come back and go right.
You're thinking of the other petrol station.
What other petrol station?
The one on the other road after we turned left and you said it was wrong. And you insisted we went back and went right, only this was wrong. So that, yes, it's true. We did turn round at this petrol station and went back and turned left.
It's funny, isn't it? Every year we go to the same place.
We tried to go to the same place.
And every year we go backwards and forwards, saying we should have gone left, we should have gone right, this petrol station, that petrol station.
And every year we end up going right, which we shouldn't do, year after year, if right wasn't right.
So, let's get it absolutely straight in our minds for next year. We go right, and it's wrong.
We go right, and we think it's wrong, so we turn around and we go right, because left's right if you're going in the opposite direction.
So, now right's wrong, and we turn round and go left, because right's now left. No, yes.
Right!
Right, we're agreed.
No, turn right, here. Right, stop. And of course you've missed it. Again. You missed it when we went back last year.
And the year before.
So, here's the other petrol station where we always turn.
Congratulations! You have won the... And he's hung up on me.
Again? That's the third time.
He doesn't even wait till I've got to the end of the sentence. All I can say is, congratulations, you have won the... And wham! Already the phone's back on the hook. What's happened to the world? People used to be so excited when you rang to tell them. They thought it was a real honor.
Honor? These people don't know what the word means. Money, money, money. That's all they think about these days.
Yes, then there's the money. You'd think they'd be pleased about the money.
What? Not a few million kroner? They look on the paper and they see bankers taking home 10 times as much for wrecking the economy. Which one was that? Peace. So he's a politician, naturally then. Coining it already. Payoffs, backhanders, and then off to work for a bank himself. Forget peace.
But what if he doesn't ever realize he's won?
And we are several million kroner to the good. Try one of the others. What's next on the computer? Medicine. Try medicine.
Medicine. Big pharma on a royalty from some billion-dollar drug that's killing everyone in Africa.
Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe a humble doctor, a saint, runs an obesity clinic in the jungle, doesn't want a single krona for himself, but now, thanks to us, he can install flush toilets and flat screen TVs. Oh, he'll be all over you.
Yeah, you can joke about it. You haven't got to do it.
Come on, I'm dialing it for you.
It's not nice, you know, being hung up on all the time. You feel rejected. You feel like everyone hates you.
Don't take it so personally.
I can't help taking it personally. It's something about my voice, isn't it? As soon as they hear it, wham!
Right, you're through. Oh, he sounds charming, this one. Modest, hopeful. I don't think this one's going to hang up on you. Off you go.
They all sound hopeful when they pick up the phone, and then...
Get going, he's waiting.
He's going to be the same as all the others. Congratulations, you have... And the phone's back on the hook. Quickest yet. Look, I don't think I can go on with this job. The stress is really getting to me.
Okay, let's think. Maybe it is something about your voice. A little too positive, perhaps. A little too encouraging. They think you're trying to sell them something.
How else can you say congratulations?
So maybe don't say congratulations.
Don't say congratulations? What are you talking about? It's in the script they gave you.
Forget the script. Get straight to the money. Where are you? Literature. Perfect. He's what, a poet or something?
She, some woman in Lithuania.
Wonderful. She really needs some money. Economic collapse, husband left her, kids to support. Okay, I'm dialing. Oh, suddenly there's going to be this voice on the phone. Our records show that you might be entitled to substantial payment. Something along those lines. Oh, I'm through. Oh my God, she sounds desperate. Away you go.
Hello, our records show... And wham! I can feel chest pains.
Okay, let's come at it a bit more obliquely. Work up their anticipation. What's the next on the computer? Physics. I'm getting it for you. Just give your chest a rub. You'll be fine. Oh, it's ringing. He's a scientist, so start with something scientific. To catch his interests, the computer. Start with the computer. Something about his name coming up on the computer. Oh, he'll be intrigued.
The computer. Hi there. Your name has come up on our computer and... I told you.
Never mind. His loss, not ours. We're about 20 million krona up. 3 more to go. Where have we got to go? Biology?
I think I'm going to take early retirement.
No, with biology, we are going to try something completely different. Something more streetwise. You remember the old advertising maxim? Don't sell this steak, sell this sizzle. So you're not going to tell this biology guy anything about a prize. You're going to tell him about the trip to collect it. Yes? Okay. I'm dialing. Oh, he's in Bangalore. It's hot and dusty. The air conditioning in the laboratory is broken down. He's dreaming of cold and snow. A call from Scandinavia, and already his tongue's hanging out. So then you tell him about the free champagne, the 5-star hotels, the world-class cuisine, the beautiful blonde hostesses. Here you go.
This is the very last one I'm going to try. Hi there. You have won an exciting free trip to Stockholm. And already he's... No, he hasn't. He's still there.
What did your wise old Uncle Sven tell you? Quick, quick, quick. Free champagne, free champagne.
Enjoy beautiful free champagne, world-class blondes, 5-star hostesses. Now he's hung up. No, he hasn't. I don't believe this. Hello? You're still... Oh, thank you. Thank you for holding. Thank you for listening. Oh, you don't know what this means to me. So, yes, world-class free hostesses. What? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? No, nowhere, not me, you. You're coming here, yeah? To Stockholm, the fantastic fairy tale city often known as the Athens of the North. Okay, wait, I'll read you the official citation, okay? Where's my piece of paper? What a sweetheart, he's hanging on every word. Right, you're really still there? Wonderful. I'll take it from the top. Is that all right? You've got a moment. You won't suddenly... No? Okay. Okay, here we go then. Congratulations! You have won the Nobel Prize for Biology. Oh, I see. I'm so sorry.
Even this one?
Wrong number. Minicab firm in Malmö.
Anyway, I ran into her yesterday in Tesco's, and she said, I said, I haven't seen you around recently. And she said, no, we've been away, and you won't believe where we went. So I said, what, not to Spain, which is where they usually go? And she said, no, Marrakesh. I said, Marrakesh? What, that place in the desert? And she went on and on about it. Marrakesh this, Marrakesh that. Oh, you must go to Marrakesh. You'll love Marrakesh.
Marrakesh.
You'd think no one in the world had ever heard of Marrakesh.
Marrakesh.
Yeah.
What?
What?
I thought you said something.
No?
Anyway, this place they found is very close to the border with Herzegovina, so you can fly to either Petinsk or Šibenik.
Marrakesh. I said to her, I'm not sure if I like the sound of Marrakesh.
You might prefer the sound of Marrakesh.
They might hear you.
So, you won't be going to Marrakesh?
No, you won't be going to Marrakesh. There is no such place as Marrakesh.
And where are Justin and Lucinda going this year?
I don't know, but I don't think it's Marrakesh, and it certainly won't be Marrakesh. I think they're thinking somewhere more like...
Lanzarote. What's wrong with Lanzarote or Tenerife?
Oh, I wouldn't mind going to that other one.
What other one?
I don't know, that other one, that M something.
Madeira.
Not Madeira. You know, where Arthur and, what's her name went, eh?
Arthur and Annie? You don't mean Madagascar?
Madagascar. I mean Madagascar.
No, you don't. You mean...
It wasn't Madagascar. That's where Laurie and Lou went.
No, they didn't. It was Arthur and, you know...
Edie.
Arthur and Edie? Who are Arthur and Edie? No, you don't mean Arthur and Edie. You mean Eddie. Eddie and what's she called? Eddie and
Ida.
Eddie and Ida.
Or Eddie and Ida.
I don't know. You mean Freddie and
Frida.
Freddie and Frida.
Freddie and Frida? Half these people you keep talking about I've never heard of.
Freddie and Flora.
Freddie and Phyllis.
Freddie and Phyllis.
Only Freddie and Phyllis didn't go to Madagascar. They went to Honolulu. Are you all right, dear?
She's got corona in the brain.
Only they didn't like it.
Didn't like what?
They didn't like Honolulu. They didn't like all those geisha girls.
Geisha girls? What geisha girls?
I don't mean geisha girls.
You mean hula girls.
I'm mixing it up with high titty.
Hi, Titty?
where they rub noses with you, where this painter cut off his ear. Don't look around. I think they're having a bit of an argy-bargy.
Argy-bargy!
Right, that's enough. We're leaving. Come on, dear.
Anyway, you won't get me to Honolulu. I'd sooner go to Marrakesh.
Marrakesh! Marrakesh! Marrakesh!
So, provided the scheme to build low-cost weekend housing on the estate is accepted by the local planning authority, it looks as if the cherry orchard itself has been saved from the axe. More on that later. Now, back to our main story, and we're joined by our special correspondent, Richard Roving, live outside the National Theatre. What can you tell us about the present situation, Richard?
Well, it's a fine night out here, Grace, with a bit of a breeze off the river. But inside, it's pretty tense. The good news is they're still in there and they're still talking. Some of the talking, by all accounts, has been pretty tough. Hamlet himself, I gather, has not pulled his punches. It's been a long evening, this is the feeling here, and it's going to go on for quite a bit longer yet.
Any developments in the situation since we last talked to you?
Yes, Grace, in the last act there has been some sort of showdown, I don't think that's too strong a word, between Hamlet and the Queen. We don't know exactly what was said, no one out here is prepared to talk about it, but I gather there was a full and frank discussion of their differences. What we're hoping is that it may have cleared the air a little.
Richard, we've been getting reports of a stabbing involving one of the Queen's advisors. Can you help us on this at all? I gather one of the victims' name is Mr. Harris or Eris.
There was some kind of incident, I understand, but my information is that it wasn't serious. We're always hearing lurid stories, of course. If it's not people being stabbed, they're being poisoned or drowned in butts of wine. There was a rumor running around earlier that someone had seen a ghost. I think one has to keep a sense of proportion.
Any sign of an improvement in relations between Hamlet and the king?
Grace, it's too early to tell, but I was talking to someone who was inside the theatre in the last half hour or so, and he said there were plans at court for a bit of a family get-together, which must, I think, be a good sign. I understand it involves some sort of home theatricals.
No fears that the king might be tempted to take a tougher line?
Oh, I don't think so, Grace.
There were some pretty wild and unsavory allegations flying about earlier.
Yes, but there is a great determination here not to let the peace process be derailed, and most of the people I've spoken to remain pretty hopeful about the outcome.
There's no sense of déjà vu about all this.
Yes, Grace. Some old hands have been saying we've seen this whole story played out many times before, and if we don't learn from past mistakes, we could just end up with a real disaster here.
So the next few hours could be crucial.
They could, Grace, but I'm pretty hopeful. The king has already brought 2 younger men onto his team who are known to be close to Hamlet in a very clear gesture of conciliation. It may or may not be significant that the prince is to make an official visit to England, which might help to take the steam out of the situation a little.
Is the prince showing any signs of strain?
He has been showing some signs of the enormous pressure he is under, yes. He's made a number of major speeches in the last hour or two, but quite what effect they've had on opinion here, it's too early to tell.
Is that the prince we can see now just behind you?
Oh, no, that's one of the local hobos being thrown out of the theatre by security men. If you'd been here earlier, you'd have seen quite a lot of coming and going just behind me there. Quite a lot of stiff drinks, being drunk, quite a lot of visits to the toilets. But in the last few minutes, things have quietened down.
So you feel the signs are good?
Yes, I'm pretty hopeful, Grace, provided they can just keep talking. They've been talking now for the best part of 2 hours, and the longer they go on, the more likely it is we're going to see them shake hands and issue a joint communique.
But if the talks do break down?
Then it's anybody's guess. The consequences are incalculable. We could, I think, see a distinct worsening of relations. We might even end up with the king and the prince not on speaking terms.
No chance that it could even end in violence?
Well, we hope it won't come to that. It's in everybody's interest to remain calm and behave sensibly. They'll probably keep us all on tenterhooks until the last possible moment, but the smart money here is on wedding bells before too long.
Richard Roving, thank you. Now the rest of the news. Fire broke out this evening in Valhalla, home of many of the world's best-known gods. Local fire chiefs say that the blaze is now under control. And in Spain, a wealthy playboy has had the novel idea of inviting a statue to dinner. The statue duly turned up and by all accounts thoroughly enjoyed its evening out. That's it for now. Have a good weekend.
That drain outside the back door is blocked again.
Oh dear.
The drain, it's blocked again.
Oh, good.
You'll have to do something about it.
Right.
Did you hear what I said?
Of course.
You didn't, did you?
Didn't I?
Right. A new chapter in the conversation.
Right.
It often puzzles me.
I imagine so.
You never listen to anything I say. But you often know I'm saying something.
Often, yes.
And you know I've come to the end of saying it.
Well, these things happen.
You know you're then supposed to say something in return.
Something, yes.
Something, exactly. So you must have been aware that words were being said.
Was I?
You just haven't understood them.
Of course not.
So that what we're saying has the grammatical shape of a conversation
Oh, I think so.
without actually being a conversation.
I suppose not.
But if you haven't understood what I've said, I don't know how you decide what to reply.
Don't you?
Whether it's don't you, or suppose so, or right.
Right.
That was a pause while I was thinking about the problem. It seems to me you must at any rate take in my tone of voice. You must hear, for instance, whether it's positive or negative,
I expect so.
which I appreciate.
Not at all.
So, let me try saying something negative in a positive voice and vice versa. Wonderful news, dear! Your old friend Peter Plaster has died!
Oh, good.
But I'm afraid he's left you £500,000 in his will.
Oh dear.
As a matter of fact, he hasn't died. Peter Plaster, your old friend. In fact, I saw him yesterday. We had lunch together. It was a very strange experience,
I suppose it must have been.
because he actually seemed to be listening to what I was saying.
Well, there you are.
He actually said things himself, such as that he's going away to work in Romania, and he wants me to go with him.
Does he?
Perhaps I should.
Perhaps.
That last exchange. That's a rather good example of what I mean. It made perfectly good syntactical sense. He wants me to go with him. Does he? Perhaps I should. Perhaps. I find that quite reassuring.
Good.
Where things go completely off the rails is if I am stupid enough to ask you a question that requires some actual substantive response, some original input.
That's right.
Such as, what is the capital of Romania?
That's true.
You see?
Yes, quite. So did you?
So did I? Good God! A question! You asked me a question! You made some contribution! Did I something? Did I what?
Go off with whoever it was. Don't you ever listen to anything you say?
No, I didn't. Go off with whoever it was, as you have might noticed. Because here I am talking to you, remember?
I suppose so. Bucharest, incidentally.
Bucharest?
The capital of Romania.
You know who I am?
Yes,
Who am I?
my interrogator.
Your interrogator, yes, that is a very frank answer. It is a hopeful beginning to our conversation.
Thank you.
Your identification of me suggests a shrewd and well-informed mind.
Kind of you to say so.
You were not deceived by my jovial manner?
No.
You know that interrogators often have a jovial manner?
Yes.
It makes them paradoxically even more sinister,
Much more.
which is required by the nature of the work.
I understand that.
You have seen interrogators going about their business before?
Yes.
In plays.
Yes.
I wrote these plays.
Oh?
I am in some sense the author of this one. Perhaps. I embody certain aspects of the author. Possibly. It is not certain. The question is left open.
I understand.
The author is himself a jovial man. It has often been remarked upon.
Yes.
In his case, too, however, the question may be more complex.
I'm sure it is.
I am pouring myself a stiff drink.
Yes.
This may suggest to you a brutal and terrifying disregard of the niceties of interrogation.
Not at all.
On the other hand, it may indicate that I suffer some underlying unease about my work. I need to blunt my sensibilities.
Hardly.
In any case, your opinion on the matter is of no interest.
Of course not.
Your part in these proceedings is to be my victim.
I understand that.
It is a modest part,
Of course.
but not without its importance.
Thank you.
You may represent another aspect of the author, some more passive side to his nature. A vulnerability that he has endeavored to conceal from the world,
Possibly.
though you seem to have remarkably little to say for yourself.
Remarkably little.
Do I detect a note of reproach in your voice?
No.
You should be glad to have any words at all.
I am.
You may have found this dialogue sparse on the page,
Not at all.
but now you see it performed by a well-known actor. You realize the hidden depths of meaning that lie beneath it.
I do.
We are talking about my part.
I realize.
It is an important part.
Highly important.
It is a part that I may be persuaded to take myself in some
future production if it can be fitted in with my other commitments.
I look forward to seeing that.
The case with your part is somewhat different. It has unfortunately not been possible to secure a leading actor to play it.
I'm sorry.
A leading actor would feel that you have too little to say.
I understand.
He would object that your character does not develop in any very interesting or dramatic way.
He would be right.
You are entirely passive.
I am.
A pathetic creature.
Hopeless.
But this is because of the nature of the play in which you are appearing.
Of course.
It is not the sort of play in which the victim bravely defies its tormentor. It's not that sort of play at all. There are different sorts of play. This is a simple play. A painful play. An important but short play. A play without a plot. In this respect, it is like life.
Like my life.
Like your life, yes. Not like my life. My life has a plot. You sighed.
It wasn't the stage directions.
Did you sigh at the depths of human cruelty revealed by the play?
I believe I was.
You were not sighing at the play itself.
No.
I am relieved to hear it. Our conversation might have taken a less friendly turn. Look on the bright side. You might have had no words at all. You might have been a wordless, shadowy presence, indicating your humanity and your suffering with nothing more than a bowed head.
I realize that.
Though a good supporting or character actor can do a great deal with silence and a bowed head.
On second thoughts, you might wish to consider taking the part yourself?
If I should require artistic advice, I will extract it by torture. Do you know how long this little conversation of ours has been going on?
A long time.
4 3/4 minutes. You understand now that torture is wrong?
I understand that now.
You did not understand that simple moral point before?
Apparently not.
You are a moral cretin.
So I realize.
The torment will continue for another 23 seconds, then it will stop.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
You at last show signs of animation. Something has perhaps been achieved by this little conversation of ours.
Oh, I believe it has.
You may silently count the seconds remaining, if you wish. There are 7 of them.
And now to the serious part of the evening. The presentation of the 2020 Holdings International Personality of the Year Awards. Thank you. A big hello from me, your host for the evening, Gavin Outright. And let's go straight on. Without further ado, who's filming in LA and can't be with us tonight? Hope you're watching further. Let's go straight on to the first of the evening's presentations, the J. Walter Unction Award. The J. Walter Unction Award is given annually to the person who, during the past year, in the opinion of the judges, has most conspicuously succeeded in being J. Walter Unction. And here to present it, will you please welcome last year's Cheryl Upstroke Award winner, Cheryl Upstroke.
And the J. Walter Unction Award for 2020 goes to... Just talk among yourselves while I open the envelope. The J. Walter-Röntgen Award for 2020 goes to J. Walter-Röntgen. The citation says, for being J. Walter-Röntgen from January 1st to December 31st, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, never missing a day. Not once, this is what it says here, not once was J. Walter-Röntgen ever Trafford Lloyd Niblick or Denzel Dunning. In his unwavering devotion to being J. Walter-Röntgen, J. Walter-Röntgen was a shining example of consistency and perseverance to each and every one of us.
Thank you, Cheryl. I don't know what to say. I'm gobsmacked. I really am. I just never dreamt. I won this award every year now, since it was first established. And every year comes as a complete and utter surprise. I would just like to thank the judges for their faith in me once again, and my parents for setting up this award. And last but not least, I'm sorry. I'm totally overwhelmed. I'm totally choked. Happens every year. And last but not least, myself. For being the person I am.
J. Walter-Röntgen, hot favourite for the J. Walter-Röntgen Award, romping home once again. This is Gavin Outright at the 2020 Holdings International Personality of the Year Awards. Coming next, right after the break, the Gavin Outright Award for the best Gavin Outright of the year.
So, are we going to the Nudgeons on the 17th, or aren't we?
Oh,
And don't say, let's think about it.
No.
Or it depends, because it doesn't depend, we just have to decide.
Yes, only...
Or yes, only, or what do you think? Because I know what I think. I want just to know what you think.
All right. So...
All right? You mean, all right, we'll go?
No.
No, of course not. You mean, all right, we'll think about it, but it's not all right because you won't think about it. You never do unless I keep on at you.
No.
And here we go again. Yes, no, only, if, but, well, all I need you to say is simply yes or no. But of course, there's always some reason why you can't, because...
Yes, because...
Yes, exactly, because...
Because...
And all you can do is interrupt me.
No, but...
I've only got to open my mouth, and yet again, before I can say 2 words, you've interrupted me.
No, but, you know, it's...
Yes, I did. No, it wasn't. Yes, you did. And next thing we know, yeah?
Listen.
There you go again.
No.
And again. And now, of course, you're not just interrupting me.
No,
You're contradicting everything I say.
Well,
you see, I can never utter so much as a single word without you immediately saying the opposite. I say yes, you say no.
I didn't.
I say you didn't, you say you did.
I wasn't.
You say you were, I say you weren't. You were contradicting me.
I was
And
just
there you
saying...
go again. Every word I say, some demon gets into you.
I wasn't...
Just listen to yourself.
I can't.
Can't listen to yourself. No, of course you can't. You can't hear a word you're saying because you're too busy picking on me. If you just listen for once, instead of perpetually interrupting and contradicting, you might actually hear what you're saying.
Well...
And once, of course, you flare up. You won't accept a word of criticism, will you? I said, will you? Ooh, silence now. Didn't you hear what I said? Or am I just talking to myself? You're always doing this. Refusing to say anything. Just silently sighing to yourself and thinking I can't hear it. You might as well sigh out loud and make a meal of it because I know you're still contradicting me.
Yes.
Yes? Oh, what's this? All of a sudden you're agreeing with me.
No.
And of course, as soon as I say you're agreeing, you're not.
No, I mean, yes, we won't go to the notches.
Bummer.
And welcome back to the 2020 Holdings International Personality of the Year Awards. I'm Gavin Outright, and I'm the one with butterflies myself this time, because this is where we come to the Gavin Outright of the Year Award. In a year that has seen many aspirants to the title of Gavin Outright, including such outstanding contenders as Samantha Plunge, Trafford Lloyd-Niblick, and Denzel Dunning, which of them has our distinguished panel of judges picked to receive the coveted statuette? And here to present it, will you please welcome back J. Walter Runcton Award winner, J. Walter Runcton!
And the Gavin Outright Award of the Year 2020. Oh, my fingers are still trembling from last time. The tension builds. Who is it going to be? The Gavin Outright of the Year Award 2020 has been won by Sandra Smith. Good God. The citation says that the judges felt that it was time to welcome new blood into the industry and to look afresh at the whole question of human identity. It's especially exciting, they say, to see this traditionally male award going to a woman. The refreshing thing about Sandra Smith is that she completely rejects all our tired and outworn ideas of what Gavin Outright is like, and has reinterpreted his personality from the ground up in terms of her own vibrant self. So, Sandra Smith, who is she? Is she here?
Thank you. I just want to say that I couldn't have won this award on my own, because it takes more than one person to win anything. It takes a winner and a loser. And I want to thank Gavin Outright here for being that loser. For the judges to have awarded the Gavin Outright Award to anyone apart from Gavin Outright is a tremendous tribute to his utter nonentity. Thank you, Gavin, for being your wonderfully tired old self. Thank you for your sustained inauthenticity, for your totally committed lack of any identifiable personality. You've given a new meaning to the word selflessness. So, a sensational upset in the Gavin Outright of the Year Award. This is Sandra Smith of the 2020 Holdings International Personality of the Year Awards. More exciting awards right after the break. Gavin will be fetching them, I'll be handing them out, including the hotly contested categories for regular attendance at award ceremonies, punctuality, and clean fingernails.
This is the final call for passengers on flight DB473 to Bucharest. Will all remaining passengers for this flight go at once to gate 47, where this flight is now closing. Flight GK279 to Ankara is now ready for boarding through gate 51.
Helsinki? Was that Helsinki? Did they say Helsinki?
No, somewhere, not Helsinki.
It wasn't your flight. It wasn't Birmingham?
It was Amsterdam or Malaga or somewhere. It wasn't Birmingham.
We regret to announce the further delay to delayed flight KL319 to Dubai. Will all passengers for this flight please listen for further announcements?
I can't bear this. I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, darling.
You're going to be back in Birmingham, and I'm going to be back in Helsinki, and we're never going to see each other again.
We'll think of each other. We'll go on thinking of each other.
But we'll never be able to talk to each other. Never, never again.
All the things I want to say to you.
And any moment, they're going to be calling our flights.
Our last chance to talk. Forever and ever.
Oh no.
Passengers are reminded that smoking is not permitted in any part of the airport buildings.
All right, we have another moment. Listen, darling, listen. Before they do call them, these last few days for me weren't just...
Listen.
Flight TT222 to Timbuktu is now ready for boarding through gate 8.
Sorry, I thought it might be our flights.
No, I was just saying that for me these last few days weren't just... they weren't just...
Due to the current pandemic, passengers are reminded that they must keep a distance of 6 feet to each other to avoid infection with the coronavirus.
Oh, darling.
Have you?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
You have felt something like this before?
Yes, no.
You didn't hear what I said?
Yes, no.
I said...
Flight JK453 to Helsinki is now ready for boarding through gate 73.
What?
I've never...
Never?
Felt anything...
You didn't?
This is the final call for flight GK279 to Ankara. Will all remaining passengers for this flight go immediately to gate 51?
Feel anything?
Like this, before.
Flight TR399 to Birmingham is now ready for boarding through gate 41.
Like this before, never before, like this never felt before.
Oh, darling. You remember when we stood looking out over the lake in the moonlight that night and you said...
And I said...
As a courtesy to other passengers, please ensure that your voice is kept down at all times when making personal conversation.
And forever.
Forever?
Forever, yes.
You love me?
No.
No?
Yes. No, this moment.
This moment?
That moment.
That moment? What moment? Which moment?
By the lake, in the moonlight. Go on forever. What you said. You said...
Passengers are reminded that weeping is not permitted in any part of the airport buildings, and laughing is permitted only in the designated laughing areas.
I said, what did I say?
It doesn't matter. Oh, darling.
Oh, darling, if only we could spend the rest of our lives together.
But I know you have to...
Passengers are reminded that no talking is permitted while this announcement is being made.
That would come between you and them. And you do understand, I know, that
this is a security announcement. Please ensure that you're aware of this fact.
You do understand that, don't you, darling?
Yes? You mean that you love me?
No.
No, you don't love me?
Yes, but what I said was...
This is the final call for passengers on flight JK453 to Helsinki.
I do understand, darling.
Will all remaining passengers for this flight go at once to gate 73, where this flight is now closing?
I know.
They still haven't called our flights, unless they have and we didn't hear it?
Did I tell you...
This is the final call for passengers on flight TR399 for Birmingham.
Tell me what?
Tell you...
Will all remaining passengers for this flight go at once to gate 41, where this flight is now closing?
You mean by the lake?
By the lake?
Tell me, by the lake, did you?
Yes, or ever?
Ever?
Ever tell you?
Yes. No, tell me what?
How I love it when you...
Please be aware that no announcements have been made now for nearly 15 seconds.
Face!
I'm sorry. I can't bear this. I'm going to say goodbye.
Goodbye?
Please listen carefully for further announcements,
because I just
no
can't
further
bear sharing
announcements
this
will be made.
conversation with a loudspeaker. You do understand, darling.
Goodbye? Just goodbye?
Say it. Going to say it now, because I can't bear trying to share this conversation with a loudspeaker.
Please be aware that passengers who insist on talking to each other instead of listening to these announcements do so at their own risk.
Wait, listen. We can't say goodbye.
Because what do you think it's like for me doing this, huh? Do you think I like talking to myself?
Me? Is that me?
You! Yes, you!
Oh, no.
No?
Helsinki?
Helsinki?
You said they said Helsinki?
No, listen, don't go. Phone your husband. Now, tell him...
Can you hear what I'm saying?
I know
What do
it will be
you
hard
think
for
I
him,
feel,
hard for you,
being left
but
out in the
sometimes in
cold
life one
while
has
you
to
two
face up
conduct
to
your
the
squalid little
truth,
affair
our
under my
eyes.
nose?
That wasn't Birmingham?
No. Yes. No. Don't leave me.
You mean...
I mean, use your imagination.
You will...
Don't you think I
phone
feel
him?
lonely and
You will tell
jealous?
him even though
Don't
it's
you
going to
think
hurt
I'd
him?
like
I
to
know
find
you love
another
him, don't
loudspeaker
want
to
to
have a
hurt
little secret conversation with?
Yes.
Yes?
Forever.
Forever? You do understand what I'm saying, darling?
I understand what you're saying, darling. And you understand that I love...
Don't you think the two of us would have been on the first flight going anywhere out of this together?
I will.
You will?
Of course I will.
Spend the rest of your life with me?
What? No, think of you.
Just a moment. We've got a crossed line here. Are we or aren't we? Wait, this is very important.
I'm not getting through to you, am I? All right, if that's how you want it to be.
Now, quick, before it starts again. Are we or aren't we?
Are we or aren't we?
Wait.
This is the final call for passenger Porten on flight GBH 4098 to Helsinki.
Never going to see each other again?
Together.
Also for passenger Cuthbertson on flight RIP 4713 to Birmingham.
What?
Will passengers Porten and Cuthbertson please go to their bloody gates immediately?
Never going to see each other again?
Our lives together?
And when passengers Porten
Listen,
and Cuthbertson finally
no.
stop talking and listen to what I'm saying, they're going to get the shock of their lives. Our passengers Porten and Cuthbertson, because their flights will have gone.
What did they say?
Oh, so now you're listening. Too late, my loves. I'm not going to repeat it. You'll just have to stay behind after everyone else has gone and go through the whole agonizing performance again with the next flight.
Oh, honey, picture me upon your knee with tea for two. Just you and me.
And me and you alone.
And no invitations for tiresome relation.
Not even your brother.
Perhaps my old mother, she's deaf and blind. You mustn't mind her, dear.
Right, 3 for tea and tea for 3. And that's the lot, just 3 all told. And simply not another soul.
Yes, but we must have poor Stephen.
Poor Stephen?
He's grieving,
Oh.
his grounds for believing, 'cause Eve's gonna leave him.
Bitch.
A cup of tea will make him see we care.
That's tea for 4, although we swore no more than 3 would pass our door.
But just for me, 1 teacup more will pour. Though if we have Stephen, we must make it even. As Keith after Steve's been, though Eve has deceived him, it's only 4, and then 4 more, that's all.
So 8 for cake and cake for 8, and more pots of jam, and tons more toast, and lots more currant buns.
I told agreed almost even, and Ethan, we must help the two friends. They found us their new friends. Go and bake an extra cake or two.
So twice times 5 will soon arrive. That's T for 10 and 10 for tea. Just picture them up on my knee. My God.
And then there's the Skinners, they've had us to dinners. The Paskets, the Poskets, the thingies, the whatsits. We really must, it's only just this once.
So now it's more like 24?
No, 32.
Yeah, or 41.
It's hard to do as big a sum as this.
You start with a twosome.
You soon got a fewsome.
More and still some more some.
The numbers grow awesome.
So lock the door and let's be sure. No more!
Oh. The bell again. Another 10 have come to call.
Please, feel free. There's tea for all.
And all for tea.
Shut up!
I'll buy you a new teapot. It serves 43 pot.
And I'll have a tea bag of tea just for me bag.
Have tea alone, all on your own. Do you?
Yes, picture me. No you, no we. Up on my knee, a cup of tea. It's tea for me, and me for tea alone. My dear!
Informiert bin, der letzte Auftritt der English Drama Group. Ich muss mich erstmal ein bisschen fangen. Vielleicht hat es der ein oder andere draußen gehört, ich habe zwischendurch so herzlich gelacht. Vielleicht kriegen wir ja nochmal so 2, 3, 4 Repräsentanten nach vorne, damit wir uns nochmal offiziell von euch verabschieden können. Vielleicht die Gruppe, die am Anfang beim Talk dabei war. Ihr hört mich hinten ganz bestimmt. Aber bis die Leute kommen und wir uns von ihnen verabschieden können, kann ich schon mal ganz kurz einen Blick in die Zukunft werfen. Ich habe nämlich meine kleine Kristallkugel hier. Morgen und Samstag ist wieder die Hildesheimer nicht Marktmusik, sondern Ratskellermusik. Die kommen hier heute Abend gar nicht. Die kommen am Freitag und am Samstag hierher, Ratskeller Marktmusik. Morgen sind Louis und Fietje hier und am Samstag ist Matti Müller wieder hier mit Stimmig. Und am Sonntag, da sind wieder wir hier mit dem Kulturstream und da sind eine Band, da werde auch ich als Vegetarier nicht ganz auf meine Kosten kommen, aber musikalisch auf jeden Fall, da sind Extra Bacon zu Gast. Ja, und dann würde ich mal sagen, kommt doch noch mal nach vorne, liebe English Drama Group Leute, genau auf die Plätze, wo ihr vorher schon wart. Genau, da hinten die Kamera, die ist offen. Einfach mal hinwinken. Vielleicht wollt ihr noch 1, 2 Sätze sagen. Oh, wie schön. Genau, einmal drauf zulaufen, winken und durch. Danke, dass ihr da wart. Habt einen guten Heimweg, kommt nach Hause, bleibt gesund, bleibt dran, macht weiter so. Ich habe brutal gefeiert und gelacht. Schön, dass ihr das mitgemacht habt. Habt einen schönen Abend und vielleicht bis bald. Und da ist auch noch der Alexander, genau. Super, super. Macht es gut, Alex. Schön, dass ihr da wart. Vielleicht auf ein baldiges Wiedersehen.
Ja, gerne. Danke, dass wir hier sein durften. Ja, was sagt ihr, Mikro?
Genau. Nimm dir Mikro, genau. Nimm dir das. Okay. Ja, danke, dass ihr da wart. Es hat wirklich sehr viel Spaß gemacht. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet auch Spaß.
Ja, war mal was ganz anderes. Also klar, ein Stück Normales ist unter den Bedingungen nicht möglich, aber die Sketche funktionieren halt, wie wir uns gedacht haben. Auch halt gelesen. Darum jetzt die Möglichkeit zu haben, eine szenische Lesung zu machen. Wir wissen noch nicht genau, wie es ist. Also, ne? Wir haben es selber noch nicht gesehen, logischerweise, aber ja. Du hast gelacht. Hier wurde auch immer wieder mal gelacht. Ich habe es gehört.
Ja, es war super. Ich hatte ja vorher schon meine Bedenken geäußert, aber es war so schön. Es hat so viel Spaß zuzuschauen. Es hat Spaß gemacht zuzuhören. Und ich freue mich darauf, wenn ich euch bald wieder auf einer richtigen Bühne sehen kann.
Wenn es klappt, im nächsten Jahr, im Juli und wie gesagt, im nächsten Wintersemester einfach mit dazukommen, wer Bock hat auf. Vielleicht klappt es dann mit unserem Sci-Fi-Trash-Meta-Comedy-Musical. Mal schauen.
Die Daumen sind gedrückt. Bis dahin euch alles Gute. Und den Zuschauern da draußen sage ich Tschüss, einen schönen Abend noch. Wir sehen uns am Sonntag, aber nicht vergessen, morgen und übermorgen sind die Marktplatz-Ratskeller-Musiktage auch hier. Bleiben Sie gesund, haben Sie noch einen schönen Abend und Tschüss.